In Pakistan's Forgotten Mountains, there is a village that doesn't appear on any map. In that village, there is a tree that doesn't appear in any holy book. And in that tree, something ancient, something hungry, has been waiting.
Chapter 2. Arrival. Kalapur didn't welcome him. It simply allowed him. Zayan rolled into the village just past midnight, his headlights sweeping across mud brick walls and narrow alleys, so tight that two people couldn't walk side by side without touching shoulders. No streetlights, no movement, no dogs barking, and that, more than anything, unsettled him. Every village in Pakistan had dogs, wild, loud, territorial dogs that announced every stranger like a living alarm system. Kalapur had silence. Complete, absolute, surgical silence. He parked near what appeared to be a small mosque, its white walls gray in the moonlight, its single minaret pointing at the sky like an accusatory finger. He stepped out of the car, and the cold hit him immediately. Mountain cold. The kind that doesn't just chill your skin, but reaches inside you, wrapping cold fingers around your lungs with every breath. He checked his watch. 12:47 a.m. He checked his phone. Still no signal. He grabbed his bag from the back seat, slung it over his shoulder, and looked around for any sign of life.
Why not? The old man looked at him for a long moment, the kind of look that carried entire lifetimes of information Zayan wasn't sure he was ready to receive. Because, he said finally, the tree is awake at night. Chapter 3. What the old man knew. His name was Baba Hayat, 73 years old, lifelong resident of Kalapur, the unofficial keeper of the village's memory and its secrets. He made Zayan green tea without asking whether he wanted any, then sat across from him on a worn takht, both hands wrapped around his own cup, and began to speak. The tree has been here longer than this village, Baba Hayat said. Longer than any village in these mountains. Our great-great-grandfathers built their homes around it. Not near it, around it. Because even then, even centuries ago, people knew. Knew what? Zayan had his notebook open, pen moving. Baba Hayat's eyes dropped to the notebook, then back up. That it was not just a tree. The oil lamp between them flickered, even though there was no wind. The elders called it SHAJAR-E-MALOON, the cursed tree. But that name is wrong, incomplete. The old man leaned forward slightly. A curse is something done to a thing. This tree was not cursed by anyone. It was born this way. It came into this world already ancient, already inhabited. Inhabited, Zayan repeated. By what? Baba Hayat was quiet for a moment. Outside, somewhere in the darkness, something moved. A sound, not quite footsteps, not quite wind, brushed against the walls of the room and disappeared. Neither of them acknowledged it. Jannat, the old man said finally. Parian, Devo. You know these names? I've heard them. Hearing is not knowing. Baba Hayat set down his cup. The Jannat who live in that tree are not like the ones in your grandmother's stories. They are old. Older than Islam. Older than any religion.
Chapter 4. The Rule of the Tree. Zayan didn't sleep that night. Baba Hayat had given him a small room at the back of the mosque, a simple space with a rope bed, a thin mattress, and a single window that looked out toward the eastern edge of the village. The old man had paused before leaving, one hand on the doorframe. "Do not open that window tonight," he had said. Why? Baba Hayat had looked at the window the way a man looks at something he has spent decades being afraid of. because the tree is in that direction. And sometimes, when it is curious about a new arrival, it sends something to look. He left before Zayan could ask what something meant. So Zayan lay on his back, in the dark, notebook on his chest, staring at the ceiling, listening to a silence so thick it had texture. He was a journalist, a rational man. He believed in evidence, in facts, in things that could be verified and printed and defended in an editor's office. He did not believe in cursed trees. And yet, he had not opened the window. Sometime around 3 a.m., the hour his grandmother had always called the thin hour, when the wall between worlds wore down to almost nothing, he heard it. A sound from the direction of the window. Not knocking, not scratching, something worse, something patient, like breathing. Slow, measured, ancient breathing. The sound of something that had all the time in the world and knew it. Zayan did not move. He lay completely still, his eyes fixed on the ceiling.
Zayan did not move. He lay completely still, his eyes fixed on the ceiling, his pen gripped in his hand like it was the only solid thing left in the universe. The breathing continued for exactly 40 seconds. He counted, and then stopped. Silence returned. But it was a different silence now. Heavier, like the room itself was holding its breath. In the morning, when pale gray light finally crept through the edges of the closed window, Zayan sat up and opened his notebook to a fresh page. He wrote 3 words at the top. It is